everyone. We're going to be playing Stranded Deep today. And I'm going to share with you some of the basics of starting the game and learning how to set up your island in the fastest manner possible. It's a really fun game and I really like it. We're going to put it on passive for today, just so I can show you how to really do this game without all the sharks and all the wildlife attacking you. Oh goodness, it starts us out on a plane and we're flying through the air and everything seems great, and then all of a sudden uh-oh. Ow! We're in trouble here! Oh no, the plane's going down! Ah! We're gonna crash! Boy, we're in the water. I better get out of here. There's a life raft. Goodness gracious. Ooh! We're on this life raft. Oh my goodness. We're in the ocean. Better get this paddle and head toward the island there. Oh my goodness. Ooh, those look dangerous. Okay, we landed on the island. Phew! Yeah, you have to get your paddle down and hold square, and then put your paddle back on the clip. And then one thing a lot of people don't tell you is how to drag these things so they don't float away. You hit L2 and hold your left toggle down and bring it to the shore. And now what we want to do is follow the little tutorial, and we want to pick up 2 rocks and 2 sticks. It's a rock. Now let's find another rock. Oh, there's a stick. One. Got a stick. I'm not seeing any more rocks. Not a lot of rocks on this island. Oh, there's a rock. Okay. We gotta get that white. There we go. 2 rocks and 2 sticks. And here's your inventory. Now we need another stick. Here's another rock. Now let's get another stick. Whew, it's cooler in here. See my stats by hitting triangle. You see what your stats are, and it looks pretty good. Just gotta find another stick. There we go. There's 2 sticks. Okay, now use R1 to open the crafting menu, and you want to go into the stone tool, which is right there, stone tool, and hit X. Now we want to open the crafting menu and highlight the refined knife recipe, and you hit R3. Now up in the upper left you see you need to craft the knife, but with the white the letters that are in white are the ones that mean that's what you have in your inventory. But it looks like we need what looks like a little rope. So we're going to go over here and grab the stone tool. There's another rock. We're going to pick up that rock. Okay. We're going to go over here to, oh, these little guys. These are young palm trees. They never turn into big palm trees. They just always stay young. And this is where you get your fibrous leaves. These are important in the game. Collect as many as you can because they do grow back. And a lot of fibrous leaves are on the yucca plants. So you want to cut down using R2. You want to cut down the yucca tree, and then you can pick up all these little fibrous leaves. Alright, okay, let's see, we've got 7 fibrous leaves, that's good. Now we want to go into the crafting menu and make a lashing, which takes 4 of the fibrous leaves. And get your lashing. And now you can go into your refined knife and hit X, and you got your knife. We want to select our knife. Okay, press triangle to see your survival watch. You can press L1 and R1 to cycle through it, and you can see what you have gained. You're healthy, how many days you've survived, and this is your main readout where you have your heart for your health, heart health, stamina, and then you've got the second one, which is that circle with the little triangle thing on it, and that is your food. It looks good, and then the little thing below it is like a water droplet. That's your water. That's very important, and that looks good right now. And then below that it says SPF. That is your sunscreen. So you want to make sure when you go into your watch, now see it says high up in the upper right hand corner. It has to say none. So you want to find a cool place so it'll say none. So we want to go out here and get in the water. There, now dip down under the water and you want to hang out here. See, it says none up in the upper right of your watch. Also, you want to watch when you're underwater is that you've only got a certain amount of time where the blue line is going down where you can breathe. You have to always remember when you're swimming to not stay under too long. And you can go down again. And use your left toggle to do that. And you see that SPF is going up. So we're good now. Now, what we want to do is catch a crab. We come on over here with our knife, and we're going to look for a little crab. They run around the island. They bite you sometimes, but they don't really hurt you. Let's get another rock. Okay. Another rock. These rocks are good. Rocks do not spawn back. So you got to be very careful using your rocks up, and be very careful of these guys. Don't touch them. These purple crowny things, star things, are poisonous, and it will poison you. Stay away from them. Here's a crab. Okay, we're going to get a crab. Put the little circle over the crab. If you can see it. There. Now with the crab, you take your knife and you hit square, and you're going to skin the crab. The knife, the refined knife, is the only one that can do that. It can make the food. It's the only one that can skin the fishes and the food that you want. So it's a very important item to have. Now we want to place a campfire down. So you want to pick a spot that you like on the island. Not too, well, anywhere on the island is good for these shelters. We're going to place down a campfire first. So I think we're going to put a campfire right here. So for the campfire, you go up into your inventory, and you're going to see where, in the crafting, and you're going to hit R2 when you see the crafting menu to screen over, because there's several selections for the crafting menu, unlike the other menus. And then you go down to campfire, and you're going to hit R3, and then you're going to see what you need to make the campfire. And it looks like I need 4 sticks. One. I need 1 more stick. Now you can cut these trees, you can cut the palm trees, but right now there's quite a lot of sticks on the ground, so we're just going to use those. Now I have enough sticks to make a campfire. And I'm going to hit X. There we go. Now it'll be white. Then you want to place your campfire down. You're going to hit X. There you go. Now we need some kindling to make the campfire. So we're going to go over to our crafting, and we're going to run through again, and there we go. We need our kindling. So we need 2 sticks. There's a stick. Got any more sticks? Kind of shy on the sticks here. But we can cut down palm trees or little trees to make our sticks. So we'll cut down a tree. We'll pick this one. With R2, you can cut down the tree and get your sticks. Okay, now we go back to our campfire. We're going to go to kindling and hit X. Now we're going to go into our inventory, select the kindling, come up to the campfire, and hit square to light. Now we're going to go back and forth on L2 and R2 very quickly and start our campfire. And then we're going to get our crab that we skinned, and we're going to attach it. It says hold to attach, so we're going to attach it. Now also the fire says hold to extinguish, but we've got to be careful we don't take out the fire that we want. So make sure you differentiate between whether you're extinguishing the fire or whether you're attaching the meat to it. Now the next thing is we want to look at our stats. The water is the most important thing in this game, so we're going to have to get some coconuts. I see some right there. We can either climb a tree or we can just grab the coconuts right from the ground. I would get about 4 coconuts or so in the beginning, because you're certainly going to need them. There's one. We'll find a tree we can climb that's a little higher, so I can show you how to climb a tree. Okay, here's a little taller tree here. Okay. I like to hang on to my knife in my hand while I'm doing things in the game. So you go up here on the palm tree if you get close to it and you hit X. Now you use your left toggle and you go up. Don't get too close to it or you'll pop out and break your leg. You get almost near the top where the coconut is and you pick it, hitting square. And then without doing anything else, you go down on the left toggle or you're going to fall. And you can use your other toggle just to see the camera view. That's how to climb a tree. Now we have quite a few, about 3 coconuts. So we're going to go over here because I heard a little ding, and that means our meat is ready. So we come back here. And we're going to drop our coconuts. So we select them, and then we use the circle to drop them. Okay, and coconuts will roll, so you want to put them in a place where you don't want to roll them. Now it says cook small meat. That's the one you want to pick. You hit R2 and you eat it. You don't want to eat raw meat. So then to save our fire, we're going to hit square and extinguish it until we get some more crabs. And we're going to come over here with the coconut, although it is getting dark. And I'm going to take our knife, we're going to open the coconut. So you put the knife over the coconut and you open it. Then you pick up the coconut with square, you go into your inventory, grab your coconut, and then you hit R2 to drink it. Then you hit circle to drop it. Okay, now we're going to need to get 4 palm fronds. In fact, let's see. Yes, we're going to need 4 palm fronds to make a shelter. The next thing after you make your campfire is you're going to want to make a shelter. So you go into your inventory. And that's R1. And then you're going to toggle over in crafting until you see your shelter. Then you're going to pin it, R3. And it says you need 4 palm fronds, 3 sticks, and a lashing. So we're going to have to cut down, using our knife, we're going to have to cut down one of these palm trees. Now the game won't be saved until you get this shelter made. So it's important to make a shelter. And my harvesting went up. So you go to the palm fronds and you break them up. And my harvesting went up again. Then you're going to select the palm fronds. I know it's rather dark. Okay, we got 4 palm fronds, and then we're going to cut the trunk to get sticks. Each trunk gives you 4 sticks. Okay. I like to place my items in kind of a horseshoe shape. So we're going to place our shelter. Oh, first we need a lashing. So we're going to come over here and gather these fibrous leaves. We need 4. 1. And there's quite a few of these things around here. 2. 3. And 4. Now we'll go in our inventory, and we have to switch over to lashing. We get our lashing. Now our craftsmanship went up. That's really important. Okay. Now we want to go over and place the shelter. And there's our shelter. And I think we're going to place it right here. Looks good. Okay. We have our shelter, our campfire. We're doing good. Okay, and the tutorial is complete. So now we can save our game. You hold square and you hit triangle. Save. It's important to do this several times during the game, so that you don't have errors and lags and unsynchronated things. And now we're going to make a water maker when we can. It may take a little while yet to make a water maker, so that's the next thing on our list. So here's our water maker. Very important to have, but I need level 2 to get up there. I'm not at level 2 yet. So I'm going to make a fire pit. So it looks like I got a lot of rocks. Looks like I need 1 campfire, so I can make my fire spit. So I'll go in here. You put your, you stand over the campfire, and you go back into your inventory. I'm missing something here. 1 campfire and 1 inspect. Back. Okay, why can't I make my... I think this is in the way. Let's put this out of the way. There we go. And place your ring around the fire. Okay. Now let's see what else we can do. Well, we can make a fire spit. So we need 3 sticks and a lashing. And let's look how our water's doing. It's coming down a little, but I think we can get our fibrous leaves here, the yucca plant. Now very soon we're going to want to make a crude axe instead of this fine knife, because like I said, this is much better for cooking food. It'll save the duration, because these tools have durations on them, and if you use up the tool you got to make another one. So you want to save your knife as much as you can for eating. There we go. Any more? Okay, I don't see any more there. Alright, let's see if we have enough. Okay, we're going to go into our inventory and go over to our lashing Yes, we have enough for a lashing. And we're going to need 3 sticks. I need 1 more stick. Let's see. See if we have any more over here. There's a coconut. That's good. All right. 1 more stick. Said you just want to keep gathering these fibrous leaves. And it's good to do this stuff at night because you won't get too hot. Okay. One more stick. Let's cut one of these little trees down. I think we'll cut, let's see. Let's cut this one. Okay. I think there was another stick here. But we've got enough sticks to make our... There it is. We have enough sticks now to make our fire spit. And you can run by hitting L3 and holding it down. But it'll use up your energy. Hit X if you hit a rock. There we go. That's a pretty big island. Takes a while to run around it. Alright, now what we're going to do is make our fire spit. And then hit X. There we go. Now we want to find another crab. Actually, I'm going to put our coconut here. That's definitely good for what? See, it's rolling down. There it is. That's very good for water. See, now we're going to need some water. So it's a good idea to crack that one open and get some water. You don't want your water to get down too low. And then drink. There we go. Let's see, you got more water. Okay, now we're going to look for a night crab. Because we need some food on the fire spit. There he is right there. Okay. Gonna skin him. Come over here. You're gonna hit your inventory, gather the meat, and you're gonna, now if things disappear and you don't see them, just hit R3. It means you're squatting. And then attach. And then we're gonna repeat the process by getting the kindling. Where the kindling went to, there it is. Get the kindling and start the fire. Goodness. This one doesn't want to light. There. Wow. I found a little secret to this. Use your thumbs instead of your fingers, index fingers. Whew. Okay, the fire's going. It's not ready to eat yet. Okay. Now, the next thing I would do is see if I can start making some tools. Okay. We can make a crude axe. That's really good to have. So I would make a crude axe. We need a lashing and 2 of the stone tools. So there's a stone tool. 1, 2, because I had rocks in my inventory. And we need another lashing. So we're going to get the lashings again. It's also good to use up the durability on your little stone tool because it's not like a knife or an axe, and it's a lot slower, and you really don't need it much other than to make the tools and to chop a few things. Okay, another rock. Yep, a lot more of these little guys. These are really important. Like I said, they do grow back, but it takes 2 days if they're all depleted to grow back. So you got to kind of conserve yourself on these things. Okay, and I heard our meat go off, so it's ready to eat. Yummy. Yum, 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 right? Okay, well, see, our water's down a little, but the next thing we've got to make is that water maker. So let's make the stone tool first, and it'll level up our crude axe. I'm sorry, let's make our crude axe. So I need 1 lashing. There, now I can make the crude axe. There, see, the craftsmanship went up. And we're doing good on water, and now I'll bet you we can make that water maker. Yep, there it is. It's a water still. This is so important to make this water still as fast as you can. So we want to come over here by this raw coconut and go to the consumables. So we want to take R1 and go around until we see consumables. And then it's the first one, we want that one. So we need a lashing and a raw coconut. So we want to pick up the raw coconut, and we're going to go over here. Let's see, we got 9, we got lashings. So we're going to go here and make a lashing. And now we can go to our consumables again. And make the coconut flask. Now the next thing we're going to need is a palm frond, which is what we have. We need a cloth, and we have the rocks. So wow, we're doing good here. All we need is a cloth and a lashing. So I'm going to cut down some more of these fibrous leaves. And soon it may be daylight, so it's going to be a lot easier to see. So we can go find our cloth. There's always about 2 cloths on any island, and you need 1 cloth for the water maker, and you need 1 cloth for the smoker. Okay. Let's make our lashing. Okay, now we just need the cloth. Oh, that's not a cloth. Now the cloths are on the outskirts of the rocks by the water. And if you're at night, be very careful you don't walk on one of those purple stingy things. And you want to pick up all the rocks you see. Okay. I don't see it yet. You can walk over the tops of these rocks. So I'm not seeing any cloth here yet. Like I said, it might be better to do it during the day. Well, that's one of the features you can do. You would go over here and save the game. It might be better to do this during the day. I just thought we'd be able to find one easily. Oh, it's getting daylight. Very good. We'll just do that. Okay. Now you can tell on your watch if it says it's 6 o'clock in the morning up there in the upper left. So I'm going around the edges of the island and the rocks to see if there's any cloth. Sometimes it's pretty easy to find, other times it's not so easy. And a lot of times, rocks will hide under these corrugated and okay, my inventory is full right now. You want to use the sand to drop off unnecessary inventories, because if your inventory is full like this, you're going to start dropping things. You want to have at least one, you want to have one opening there, like that's an opening. You want one open, because if you don't have it, then you're going to start dropping tools. And you don't want to drop your tools in the water, and it's very hard when you drop your tools in the grass. It's hard to find. Okay. Oh, don't walk on that thing. There's a rock. Ah, I think I see a cloth. No, I don't. Boy, this island is not giving up its cloth very easily. We want to watch our water. It's going down. We might have to eat a couple coconuts. I think I went out here before. My goodness, I am not finding cloth. Well, I actually have never been to an island where you couldn't find a cloth. Is that a cloth? No. Well, folks, it might be the first island that doesn't have cloth. Now, sometimes you can find cloth if you go out on the shipwrecks. We need one more cloth to make this water maker. I said they're always out on the outskirts, and I have not found it. The only other way to make cloth is to make a loom. We may have to do it, folks. We may have to make a loom. But we really need that water maker. Now, another really good tool for fishing, one of the best, is your fishing spear. And that takes a stick. Crude spears are good for hunting, and they're also good for fishing. But I tend to like the fishing spear the best. And I am a little surprised that we have not found any cloth. Because our water is getting low. Like I said, you don't want your water to get really low. Very surprising not to find any. But they normally give you 2. Well, we'll just have to make a loom. And eat some coconuts. You can also eat your rations, but I wouldn't want to eat too many rations. It's better to save those for any emergencies. I said I always look around when the inventory is full. If you pick one item, you're going to drop something usually. So I'm going to put something down here on the sand that I'm not necessarily needing at the moment to keep my inventory from dropping. Well, that's disheartening that I have one more place to look for a cloth. And then you hit R2 once you've got this on the end of your spear. You hit R2 and it puts it in your backpack. Okay, we're going to get away from that purple thing and come out here and see if there's any cloth. Oh, my goodness, folks. Look at this. We found one. That's good. Except my inventory is a little full now. So let's drop... I don't want to really drop anything. Okay. We found a cloth. Come over here. I'm going to drop some rocks. And go back out and get that cloth. I'm glad we found one, because making a loom requires a lot of lashings and different things. It takes quite a while, and we are getting pretty low on water. Okay, I found one cloth. Well, at least I can make that water maker. Alright, so now we need 3 rocks. I'm going to pick up my rocks again. Okay, and we need that coconut flask. I'm going to drop the fibrous leaves. Okay. Pick up the coconut flask, and we have everything we need, I believe, except one item to make that water maker. It looks like we can make it. Okay, we go to the water maker. And none too soon. And hit X. Good. This is a wonderful thing to have, folks. You gotta have this water maker. Oop. Let's see what's the matter with it placing. Oh. There. We've got it. This is such an important item. Now the water still, to collect it, is at the top. To put the leaves in is at the bottom. It takes fibrous leaves or it takes palm fronds. So we're going to grab these fibrous leaves. It takes 4 to fill it up. We're going to fill our still up. Highlight the leaves, and it says hold to add fiber. And we're going to put 3 down. It takes 4, but there was already 1 in there. And then you just put some palm fronds or fibrous leaves next to it to keep filling it. And then when it's ready, you're going to see it's ready here at the top. But we're really, really low on water, so we're going to have to get another coconut. No problem, we have plenty. Let's see. One, I'll get a couple. Two, okay. It's very, very important to not let your water get too empty. That does give you a little grace period at the end. If it's down at the bottom, it'll blink, and it'll be that way for a little while, but it won't be indefinite, so. I would get the water as soon as possible. It's still a little low. Now the real important thing about the coconuts is that you can eat 2 coconuts, or you can drink 2 coconuts without getting diarrhea. And you don't want that, because then your water goes down to nothing and you can die. So just drink 2 coconuts and then you count 10 seconds. And then you can drink again safely. And because the food's not cooked yet, it's a good idea to keep your food up also. So you want to get your knife and cut your coconut. Now you can eat 2 halves and then wait 10 seconds. And then you can eat more. Otherwise you'll get sick. And we're going to take the crabs that we caught, and we can put them on the sand. Now the fish and the crabs and the different large fish and even the shark, you can put them on the sand in their form without being skinned, and I would leave them there because then they don't spoil. Once you skin them, they'll spoil. And if you don't eat it right away or cook it right away, it can spoil. Then it's no good. It can make you sick. So we're going to put this meat on the fire. Then I'm going to start the fire. Okay, the fire looks like it's out of wood. So we're going to need some wood for the fire, or some palm fronds, or fibrous leaves. Now we have a whole bunch of fibrous leaves. But it's probably best to take your axe and chop down a tree to get some more wood. Now you can use L2 and use your left toggle, and you can move your items just like you did with the raft, and you can bring them over to where you want to use them or store them on the sand. Put it right over there. Okay, now we're going to get this fire, get it full of wood. Oh, I heard a good sound. That's the sound of the water maker making water. There we go. Let's run over here and get some water because, well, we're low on water, very low. So, yay, we've got water. Wonderful. And the minute you when you use water, you're going to have to add fiber again. And like I said, you can use palm fronds or fibrous leaves. And I would just store the remainders on the side for later. And see, now your water's up. There's your, once you got the water maker, folks, you're pretty much succeeded in this game. We already have some meat, so we're going to We're going to cook it. Oop, I have one already on there, so we're going to cook the meat. So we take the kindling and we're going to light the fire. The cooking went up. That's real good. Okay, how's our eating? It's pretty good. Water's pretty good. You want your stats to look like this, folks. And the water and the food is very important. Gotta have that stay up all the time. Now the next thing we're gonna make is a smoker. The smoker's better than the fire pit because it allows you to do 5 meats at a time and you can smoke them. Now there's a very important reason for that, but first of all we're going to have to find another cloth, and we're going to need a lashing. So we need 2 more for the lashing. And I would use my axe for this because you want to save your refined knife for eating. So as much as you can, use your knife. I mean your might as well get him while I can. You want to use your axe. Okay, oh, there she blows. We got our food. And our water. Now see, there's 2 meats here. There's a raw meat, which is lighter color. There's a darker meat, which is cooked. You want to eat the cooked one. And then we have a raw meat. We're going to put it back on here and let it cook. Okay, now we're going to run over here and get some more water. Very good. Our stats are good. We're going to put some fiber on there. All right, we're cooking now. We're cooking with oil now. Okay. Now we're going to make the smoker. Okay, so we've got the lashing. Let's make that lashing. Okay, now we need 3 sticks and a cloth. We can come over here and break up this trunk with the axe. And now all we need is a cloth and the ring. Well, we already have the ring. Now, goodness gracious, we're here at night again and we're looking for cloth. So we're going to have to find one more cloth. I think we might find another one over here by this shipwreck. Watch out for that purple thing. We might find a cloth in this crate. There's a crate in this crate in here. There's a console. It's got a... Didn't have a... There we go. Come around all this stuff. There should be a crate in here. Crates are very important to gather crates in this game. Let's see. Oh, there's a crate. Okay, we're going to go over here where it's a little easier to see. Let's go over by the campfire. Drop our crate. And we're going to eat that piece of meat, because I believe it's ready. Okay, and we're going to look in here. L1, and we've got a hammer, a lantern, torch, and a lashing. Well, all three are pretty important, but there's no cloth. So we're going to put this down. Hammers are important to build things, so it's good to have a hammer, especially a refined hammer. That was a good find. Now we're going to go in here and gather the torch and the lashing. Okay, and the lashing, we've got 2. That's very good. We're going to put the crab over here. I have another crab. And we're going to put out the fire. We don't want to waste the fire. Now I have a torch so I can see where I'm going. Torches and lanterns are really important. And you hit R2 in order to see with your torch. Now we got to go look for a... We've got to find another cloth. They did not make it easy in this at all to find 2 cloths. And you got to be careful walking on the little puddles, because they can have those purple things in them too. Be aware of our stats. Even the water's going down. So, but we have a water maker. As soon as I find a cloth, I can make this meat smoker. Very much challenging in this one. Oh, that's what you don't want to touch. Well, I have not seen any more cloth. Let's see if there's any more shipwrecks we can look in. That's not a cloth. Won't hurt you. Those things won't hurt you. cloths won't be under the water, but they will be on the little knolls and things, that sand knolls. So challenging. All the games are different. Let's see if it's under this. Nope. Oh where can that cloth be? Oh where can it be? I've never found it this difficult to find a cloth. Well, beyond getting a little dizzy here, I haven't found it. My water's, that's all right. Water's okay. Let's look over here. Might be closely next to this other one that I found. All we need to do in this game is find one cloth and make that smoker. And I have not found it. Not there. Oh, goodness gracious. Well, we may have to make a loom. I think I've gone over every inch of this island, folks. I have not found a cloth. We can look in the storage here on the raft. We do have 3 rations, that's good. A compass, which is very important, and a band-aid. In case you get bit by a shark, you can get resurrected with the band-aid, healed. And you've got your rations in case you get in trouble, and you can eat those. But I would save rations as much as I can. The compass is one of the most important elements on the island, because you can navigate and go to other islands with the compass. So I would put the compass in a Very protective place. Put it over here by the shelter. Okay. We do need that cloth. So what we're going to do is save the game. I'm going to save the game. Also save after you do quite a bit of things, because then you could get an error and lose all the things that you've done, because it'll go back to the last time you saved the game. So you want to save fairly often. And then you hold, and then you sleep. Now you can get too tired. You can die from being too tired, so we need to sleep. Now the thing about sleeping is when you wake up, you'll find yourself very thirsty. So you're going to want to go to the water maker and drink. But see, we have plenty of water. Oop, I'm trying to find those fibrous palm fronds that I put over here. There we go. Here, it's getting light real quick now. There we go. Folks, I think if I go out and do a little snorkeling, I just drop in my inventory so I won't have too much in my inventory when I go out swimming, because if you hit circle when you're out there in the water, if you have anything in your inventory and it's full, it'll fall into the water, you'll lose it. But if it's not full, it'll pretty much keep it. So I'm going to get this spear, and I see a crab. There. Okay. So I'm going to see if there's any other shipwrecks out here in the island. Perchance I could find a cloth. If not, I'll have to make a water maker. The planks are good for things. You can make cabinets out of them. When you get into building, you can make a plank station. So you can make planks to do your huts and your building and your doors and different things. And these are good. These corrugated scraps are good to make your farming, because you can farm and you can grow plants. You can grow yuccas, you can grow potatoes, you can grow peppy plants, which are very important. Peppy plants you can use to make antidotes if you get poisoned. So they're highly needed as the peppy plants. And you can also grow those. So, but I'm still looking for one cloth. So we're going to drop off this. I didn't see another shipwreck. Well, as long as we have water and food, have any more shipwrecks or crates I can find. What I really want want to spend too much time on this. I'm probably going to have to make a loom. Well, I've scoured the rocks and stuff. I have not found a claw. Unless I completely missed it. I do not see it. Now, one remarkable thing on this game is the snorkeling, so we can go out and do a little fishing. Now, with it being on passive mode, you're not going to get the sharks attacking you. So beware of those sharks, but you can fish. And that's a wonderful thing. There's an archer. These are one of my favorite fish as archers because they have bigger meats than these little fishes. Be careful you don't drown. And there's sardines. There's another archer. Whoop. My physical went up. So they really outdid themselves, folks, with this snorkeling in this game. But there are snakes out here, poisonous snakes, so be careful of snakes. Sea snakes. These won't hurt you, these stingrays, but the big sharks will. Looks like it's getting a little stormy. You can snorkel a little bit during the day in the storm, it won't hurt you. Okay, folks. Let's go in. We're gonna have to make a loom. Another crab. Well, we have quite the stash now. Like I said, you can leave these fish on the land, on the sand as much as you want, as long as you don't skin them. They'll stay fresh. See how our inventory is? Yep, we need water. Get some water. Okay. And we'll start getting a fish on the spit. We'll take an archer. Oh. Oh, we'll take a clownfish then. Alright. Okay, now we have to make our cloth, our loom. We're going to need 4 lashings and 6 sticks. So do we have any lashing that I had? Nope. Okay, we need 6 sticks. I live in a very dry area. We hardly get any more than 2 days of rain a year, and I really love the rain. I love the rain and the thunder and the lightning. I never get tired of it. I really like the rain. Let's get some more of these. You're going to need a lot of these for the loom. Okay. Now this type of rock you're looking at here, when it says stone deposit, you can cut those down, but you're going to need a refined axe, not a crude axe, or a pick actually. You're going to need a refined pick. And the only way to make that is to get leather. And the only way to get the leather is to go over to a boar island and kill a boar and skin the boar, and you get leather. But that's on another island, like that island right over there. That's a boar island. And that one is too. I see 2 of them. They have the taller, thinner trees and the big rock formations. Those are called boar islands. Okay, so we're going to make a loom. See what else I need. We need 4 lashings. Okay, we need 4 more. And thankfully there's quite a bit on this island. The yucca plants are the best way to get lashings quickly. But they sprout up on the ground through the course of 2 days. Here we go. Up, I think our storm is clearing up. One more. Okay, we need 1 more lashing. One more fibrous leaf. And fibrous leaves are the only way to make the lashings. There we go. Now we'll go over to the loom. And I think we'll hit over here. We've got it. We've got the loom. Let's bring it back over here where we have our things. And I think we'll put it right here. There we have our loom. Oh, we have quite a bit of stuff here. We got our campfire, we got our water maker, we got our shelter, and we have our loom. Now to make cloth, you go over to your crafting and select your cloth. We need a loom and 4 fibrous leaves. So now we need 4 fibrous leaves. Now let's find 4 more fibrous leaves and we can make our loom. Be careful during the day that you don't get too hot. It's fairly good. Oh, found another stick. Okay, we need about 1 or 2 more of these guys. Need fibrous leaves, and we'll have our cloth. Well, this island's fairly gracious with fibrous leaves. Not so much with the cloth, I can say. Okay, I think we got it. See if our meat is cooked. Cooked meat. And let's cut up one of our skin our archer fish. Ah, that's a good piece of meat. See, they're bigger. They're very good. I would really like to catch those archer fish. There we go. And how much? Oh, we need another stick or palm frond on the... See if we have any palm fronds over here. Nope. Well, let's grab some water. Oh, we need to make our cloth. Okay, before we do that, let's not waste that on the water maker, although we do need to fill that water maker. Let's come over here to the loom, and we've got our 4 fibrous leaves in the loom, so we're going to go up and make our cloth. Wonderful! We have our cloth, folks! Ta-da! Now we can make our smoker. So I'm going to take this meat off of here, and I'm going to gather this. I'm going to cut this pit. You can dismantle things and you get half of whatever you put into it. Okay, because we want to put our smoker right here. So we're going to go into the smoker. And we can make our smoker. Now you see the smoker's in red, and there's an open area on the smoker. So you're going to use R1 to go around until that open area is where you want it facing. There's the open area. So you want to set it about there in place. Oh, it's red. There is something in the way, folks. Yes, hit circle. I think it's the food. You have to have a large area for these smokers. Let's get that out of the way. Now I think we can put that in there. It's still showing that it won't put it there. I'm not really sure what's in the way. Oh, look at that, a lashing in the fire. I didn't even know that was there. And let's extinguish that fire. Now I think we can do smoker. There. It has to turn white, and then you want to make sure that that opening is where you want it. And then hit place. There we go, folks. There's our smoker. This is a real important thing to have. So I can take that meat that I had. It can hold 5 meats. So we can put it up here on the rope, and then we can cut our other meats. You can make a lot more meat with this smoker. Okay. We'll gather our meat. You can really see the difference between how small those little crabs are and little sardines compared to this archer fish and how much meat you get. It's a big difference. Okay, now we're going to need to put some palm fronds or some sticks on that fire. Let's go over here. Cut down a tree. Oop. Very hard to find things at night. Said I'd rather use the palm fronds for the fire instead of the sticks, because you can make rafts and all kinds of building of huts and everything out of sticks, and you want to save as many as you can. I want to pick up that trunk and take it back to our fire so we can see. I like to keep the kindling by the smoker. Okay. Now we can select our wood and put it over here. Actually, I'd like to have as much wood as I can saved up. Gather our palm fronds. And refill. Okay, we're going to start the fire. and let that cook. Well, folks, we've done pretty good. We've got a lot of booty on the island. We've done real well. I would try to put it in nice little piles on the sand. And we've got our raft. We've got our shelter. We've got our water maker. We've got our smoker. And we've got an added benefit of a loom. But really, you need the shelter, the water maker, and the smoker is the most important things to have. And I think I just saw another fibrous leaf just pop in. And we definitely needed to fill this water maker because I had to use the fibrous leaves for those lashings. Here's some more. See, they've come back in. So we'll fill that water maker up, and I think we'll call it an evening. So our meat is done. Don't see any yuccas coming back yet. But I think we have enough to fill that water maker. Oh, we got two. Now we can take a drink. And we can have our meat. Cooked meat. There we go. Yum. That should make our stats say way up. That's what you want right there. Very, very good. And we can wait for this meat to smoke. So I think I'll let it cook a little longer till it smokes. Now the smoked meat doesn't go bad. You can eat it anywhere, but the cooked meat will go bad if you don't eat it. Ooh, there's some bats flying around in here. See some bats. So we'll just wait for that smoked meat. And I'll say goodnight. It's a wonderful, wonderful game. I thoroughly enjoy this game. Like I said, when you come into it, every island's different. It's all random what they put on the islands. Here's a beautiful little plant. This is the peppy plant. This is a peppy plant, and it looks really pretty in the nighttime. That's the one for the antidotes, folks. You want to gather those. I just heard the meat, and it is now cooked, and this one should be smoked. It's smaller, so that's smoked, and we'll wait for this one to smoke. This is the way you want to start your island. This is a really fast way to start it and to have all your water and food so you don't have to run around without water and food, which makes it very hectic on the island trying to get that up again, especially when you're hot or when you get your water down too low or your food down too low, and then your health will start going down. So you want to keep all these stats up and you'll have a real success on this game. It's almost smoked. Gotta clean this area up a little bit. we have anything left in these crates? Nope. Let's see if our meat is smoked. Still cooking. Now it's important to gather all the rocks you can as soon as you can, because if you lose your rocks, you won't be able to make the smoker and the water maker. And you need rocks to make your tools. I think I just heard this meat smoke, and there it is. Smoked meat, smoked meat. Okay, we're going to turn off the fire. There we go. Well, thanks everyone for watching. I think next time we're going to be learning how to dive for in the shipwrecks. And we're going to be learning about some more than basic things of this game that make it very, very fun and exciting. God bless everyone.